Come on, Grayson, it's your turn to jump.
Oh, no way. No way.
What's the matter? Scared you won't be any good?
No, I'm scared the two of you will tie the rope around my body and leave me like the last time.
You gotta admit, that was pretty funny, Grayson.
Maybe for you two. Two high school boys found me. They made me pay them $5 to untie me.
And if you fell again today, we were gonna tie you up and push you down so that you couldn't get up. That part was my idea.
Remind me to never trust you.
Oh, like you've never done anything to prank us.
Like the time you said I had something on my shirt, and when I looked down to check, you flicked me in the nose.
Or the time you told me that if I put ketchup in my hand and blew my breath on it, the ketchup would get really hot. When I lowered my face into the ketchup, he slammed my face in.
What can I say? I'm a master of pranks.
That's true. I guess you're not a total loser.
Well, I wouldn't be so quick to poke fun over there, Ellie. Because I think being the master of pranks is much better than being the master of temper tantrums.
I am not the master of temper tantrums.
We rest our case.
I'm curious, though. Grayson is the master of pranks, and Ellie is the master of temper tantrums. What am I the master of?
Talking in class.
I remember last year when Miss McCamley moved your desk all the way to the front of the room so that you wouldn't have anyone to talk to. You turned around to talk to Ellie and caught Bryson looking at you, so you tattled on him for looking at you.
When you did that, Miss McCamley asked how you knew he was looking at you, and you said you were looking at him.
Okay, I admit that wasn't one of my smartest moments. Hey, let's go sit at the picnic bench for a while.
Hold on. I'm not falling for that. You girls would probably just tie my legs to the picnic table with the jump rope as soon as I sat down. I'm good over here.
It's like you know us or something.
I guess I should. We've been best friends since the first grade. Sure, we pick on each other a lot, but I've learned to love you two. Ugh. Not that kind of love, you weirdo.
Yeah, Ellie. You gotta remember, he's saving that kind of love for Bryn Betts.
Right.
Bryn and Grayson sitting in a tree.
Cut it out, you two. This again? If you two really think I'm gonna let you tie me to the bench when I sit between you, you're dreaming.
I promise I won't, Gray. I don't even have the jump rope.
And you know, Ellie is the one of us that is more likely to do something cruel like that.
Alright, fine. I guess you're not always bad.
Did you guys see the latest episode of Growing Pains?
Yes! Oh my gosh, Mike is so cute!
My mom says that show's a bit too mature for me.
Your mom is so lame.
Yeah, but she makes good meatloaf. Sometimes I feel like it's the three of us against the world.
I feel like that too.
Me three. Sometimes it's definitely the three of us against the world. Other times, though.
Other times what? What's going on? Oh my god.
You're about to learn a real lesson, Grayson voice.
What?
Sisters before misters.
Not again.
Here we are, where we shared our first kiss.
That kiss was definitely a surprise to me. And not just the fact that I've been caught off guard by a kiss, but that you, Dylan Reynolds, the type of guy I had always hoped and dreamed would fall for me, were the one who had kissed me.
I had eyes for you since the moment Miss Brooks paired us up in 7th grade English. It was like a shock of something I never felt before.
Remember the first poem we read and discussed as partners?
How could I not? It was called Even When He Is Silent. Still a copy in my desk drawer. When hard days come, I pull it out and I remember the simple yet so resounding words. I believe in the sun even when it isn't shining.
I believe in love when I feel it not. I believe in God even when He is silent.
One of the first things we had to do was make a hypothesis about during what historical period the poem was written. I couldn't think of anything at all. But then, quiet as a mouse, you asked me, what if it was during World War II? And the light bulbs went off in my head. It made total sense. I remember Miss Brooks telling each group to come up with one hypothesis, share it with the class, and we immediately agreed on the Holocaust, but you also immediately started begging me to be the one to speak, and I told you no, the idea was yours, you should be the one to say it.
And we were the only group to get it right. It'd been scratched into the walls of the cellar in Germany.
I remember that when she told us that, oh my God, it was so quiet to hear a pin drop. Nobody spoke, nobody moved. Because it was this realization that even in the darkest moments, there could still be hope.
I've been trying to remind myself a lot of that lately.
I know. Ange has been having medical things going on recently, and I know that's scary, but hey, we've been doing really well fighting the fevers and the aches. Our baby's strong, Callie. And besides, we were doctor's number if we need anything at all. Whatever happens, we need each other, right?
Yep. You're stuck with me.
And you with me, for better or worse.
For better or worse.
Even when the storm comes. Come on, you have to say it.
You and your silly traditions.
You know you love them. So we have each other, even when the storm comes.
Even when the storm comes. I love you, Dylan.
Love you too. And I always will.
Ugh, I'm bored. I wish Bryson and Angelica were here.
What's so special about those friends of yours?
They're a lot cooler than you. Besides, for your information, they're super good at tag.
Hey, I'm pretty good at tag.
Nah, you're a big slowpoke.
I'll show you, slowpoke.
Tag, you're it! Tag, okay!
Well, who's the slowpoke now?
Okay, I take it back. You girls have room for one more? So, you girls are getting to a certain age that I feel like I need to ask this question more often. Do you have a crush at the moment, Evelyn?
Ugh, no, none of the guys in my class are worth my time.
You're just upset you don't have a boyfriend. Hey now!
No, Mom. I actually heard that Ellie has her eyes sent on Trent Gillings, though.
Who told you I like Trent? It was Bryn, wasn't it?
No, it was Bethany, Bryn's older sister. You know, every time I think of crushes, I think of how you told me how you first met Dad.
I've never heard that story.
I don't tell it too often, but for you, I think I can make an exception. Yes. So it went back to 4th grade. We were in class together, and it was our class Valentine's Day party. Our teacher has given us each a bag of those heart candies with the different colors. So your dad and I both dumped ours out, and we started sorting them by color. I looked at him, just thinking how fun it was that we were doing the same thing. He caught me looking, he stuck his tongue out at me, and he told me to stop staring. I know, that sounds just like something he would do, doesn't it? Okay, now whenever I eat those candies, I always sort them first and then eat them in order from my least favorite color to my favorite. Orange, yellow, pink, purple, and then red. And I looked at Dad again as he was eating all his orange ones. I looked away so he wouldn't catch me looking at him, but I stole glances every now and then. Yellow, green, pink, purple, and then red.
That's when I knew I liked him. But I was awkward and painfully shy, so I didn't say anything to him. Eventually, I told myself I never really liked him that way.
Ooh, I know what happens next. So in high school, Mom and Dad got assigned to help the same second grade class with their Valentine's Day party. And so they gave them each a bag of the candy hearts and watched them start snatching and gobbling them up. So they stopped them and showed them to have more fun by sorting them. And as they showed them, they still sorted them the same way.
Aw, that's actually really cute.
I thought so too. Watching your daddy work with the kids made me have these feelings for him that I'd had in 4th grade all over again. I realized that this could be a guy I might be able to spend my life with. So I hatched a plan. When he was dropping me off at my house, I told him I had something for him. I had gotten an extra bag of hearts and sorted them out and gave him only the red ones. And that's when I won his heart for good.
That's too sweet.
Literally.
On our way home, can we see if any stores have those candy heart things? I'm going to tell Trent this story tomorrow and see if we sort ours the same way too.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the back again.
Oh, there's a first.
What?
We race at least once a week, and I've never beaten you.
I let you win.
Really? Are you sure it isn't because you got winded again? It's been happening a lot lately.
Thanks for the reminder, Captain Obvious.
Your folks told me you had another fever a few nights ago.
And?
I don't know,
You just what, Grayson? You just wanted to check up on me? You just wanted to know why the girl who always is there for everyone else just needs a break every now and again? You just wanted to know and point out for the 100th time that I haven't been myself lately? Well, here's some information for you. I know that. You don't think I know there's something really wrong with my body? I'm not an idiot, Grayson. So I'd appreciate it if everyone would just leave it alone.
Oh, sorry, Ange. I'll back off. I was trying to make sure you were okay. You mean a lot to me.
Hey, I'm sorry I snapped at you. I'm just not myself.
I know. You'll be alright though, you're tough.
That's just it. I've always been strong, but right now there are days that I feel really weak.
You don't always have to be strong, you know.
Maybe. I just don't like not having everything under control. Plus, what do you know about being strong anyway? Let's sit and rest for a while, okay? There isn't a jump rope, Grayson.
Just had to check. So what?
So, I haven't heard you talking about Bryn lately.
Yeah, don't count on me bringing her up again anytime soon.
You aren't head over heels in love with her anymore?
No.
Why not?
Well, I asked her if she liked me and she said no. That was that.
How'd you ask her?
I'd rather not say.
Spill it!
Okay, fine. If you must know, I wrote her a letter, a piece of paper, asked her, do you like me on the bottom? And I put a yes box and a no box. I made it to a paper airplane and I threw it on her desk, but my aim was off and I beamed her in the face.
I take it after all that effort, she checked no?
I wish. Let's just say I got my answer when she unfolded and read the paper and made it into a paper ball and threw it right in my face, and her aim was better than mine.
I'm sorry that happened, but that's pretty funny, Greg.
Yeah. I guess I just don't know how to get a girl to like me.
Sorry it didn't work out with Bryn.
It's cool. Really. I just wish I knew how to talk to girls.
You do fun talking with Ellie and me.
Yeah, but that kind of talking is different.
Do you have a crush on any other girls now that you're over Bryn? Grayson, boys, you better start talking!
There's another girl I have a crush on, okay?
Ooh, who is it?
Nanya.
Nanya?
None of your business.
You know I'm not letting this go, right?
Fine. I have a crush on a girl that I know really well. We've been in class together since the 1st grade.
In our small town, that's pretty much everyone, genius.
Okay. Look, I like this girl because she's a really good friend, She's great at cheering people up when they're sad. She has a very strong personality. And she's great at planning pranks.
Pranks? Like what?
Like tying people up with jump rope.
Grayson, that sounds a lot like me. Wait. Are you saying you actually have a crush on me, Grayson?
I didn't realize it until like a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
Yeah, we were playing kickball and I tripped and you ran over to help me up and your hand was in mine and the sun hit your face just right. I realized
You realized what?
that you're the most beautiful girl I've ever seen. And then I started thinking about the type of person that you are and I realized I have a pretty big crush on you.
I don't know what to say.
You could start by telling me if you've ever felt the same way.
Honestly, Grayson? Yeah, I have. But we're kids. We've never been in a relationship before. I mean, I don't know how any of this works.
Well, neither do I. But why couldn't we learn together?
Well, I suppose if I were to handpick a boy I'd trust to be my first boyfriend, it would be you. But we'll have to tell our parents, though.
Well, why don't I ask your dad if I can be your boyfriend when I walk you home?
Like a true gentleman. I like that.
Come on, let's get you home.
So, do you want to tell me why you were so insistent we go to the park today without Dad?
Since you always talk about how you know me so well, why don't you guess?
Okay then. Seeing as you were quite adamant that your father not come, I'm going to guess it's gonna have to do something with that boyfriend of yours, Cameron Boyce.
You're pretty good.
I bet I can even guess what specifically happened, because you already gave your dad the shock of a life when you stood by Grayson's side while Grayson asked him if you two could date. So my mama instinct is telling me that you had your first kiss?
Maybe.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so we were walking home from school and we got to the end of our street. He took my hand gently and pulled me back to him. I asked him what he was doing and he said that there was something he had to do and then he kissed me!
Between that and making a point to ask your dad if he could date you, Mr. Boyce seems to be an old school hopeless romantic.
He's hopeless, alright. But after he kissed me though, it felt like my heart was beating 1,000,000 thumps per minute. Have you ever felt like that, Mama?
I feel that way each and every time I kiss your father. Having a life like this, sometimes I feel like someone needs to pinch me.
Why?
It's an old saying that to wake someone up from a dream, you pinch them.
So you feel like your life is a dream sometimes?
That's exactly right.
It isn't a nightmare, is it?
No, not at all. Having you as a daughter is the sweetest dream I can have.
Except it's not a dream.
No, it's not, and that makes it even sweeter.
Sweeter than ice cream?
Mm-hmm. Even sweeter than ice cream.
Even sweeter than candy?
Even sweeter than candy.
Wow, that's pretty sweet, huh?
Our life is pretty sweet indeed.
You know, all this talk about ice cream and candy sure made me hungry.
Why didn't I see that coming?
Can we get some ice cream and candy on the way home?
Only if you pick one or the other, and we don't tell Dad. He would be upset with me for spoiling your dinner.
He'd probably be more upset if we didn't bring him home any. And plus, he already got me candy yesterday on our drive home from Ellie's and told me not to tell you.
He did what? Yep. He and I will talk about that when we get home.
Unless you took me to get some ice cream on the way home now. Then the two of you would be even and I'd get candy and ice cream. Win-win.
You're a clever girl. I think I like that idea. Come on.
before, but sometimes you are too much, Ellie.
I know, right?
I know that swapping Mr. Lee's water with vinegar sounds mean now, but he told us on the first day of class that he had no sense of smell, so we had to test it.
Plus, he was really mean to us that day.
Oh, really now? What'd he do? Make you solve a whole 10 math equations or something?
20. Thank you very much. And he said what we didn't finish in class was homework.
Oh, the horror! Send the police!
Don't be dramatic, Evelyn. We didn't want to bug the police.
Yeah, not when I could deal with the issue myself.
You know, Grandma and Grandpa have always said that of all the kids in our family right now, you're the most likely to know how to dispose of a body.
I know. That's one of the things I'm most proud of in life.
I'm with Grayson on this one, Elle. Remind me never to trust you.
Good old Grayson voice. How is that young fella?
Ask the lover girl over there.
Ouch. Anyway, Gray is fine. He wanted to hang out with us today, but I told him that we need some girl time.
To make up for all the times you've blown me off to spend time with him.
Okay, that's fair. Maybe I've been spending a little bit too much time with him one-on-one.
Okay, come on though, Elle. I mean, you guys are in middle school. How serious can a relationship be at this age?
You should see them, Evie. The way those two gaga for each other, you might as well book a chapel for next week.
Oh, what?
Next thing I know, they'll get married, have kids of their own, and forget about little old me.
Whoa, I think you're skipping a few steps there. You know, like graduating from high school, or even going to high school.
Trust me, they are beyond ridiculous. I wouldn't be surprised if Angelica gets her first kiss before I do.
Actually...
You already did. I'm going to give that boy a piece of my mind for stealing my best friend.
Okay. You two are tight. And you know what? I can tell from an outsider looking in that no silly boy is going to change that. I mean, I wish I had a friend like the two of you when I was your age.
You probably wish you had a friend like that now, too, since you don't have any friends. That's our folks. See you later, best friends.
See you later, best friends.
Young lady.
Oh. Yes, ma'am?
You seem like a very good friend.
Oh, thank you.
Keep that up. I have a feeling your friend will need a loving friend like you very soon.
Really? Why?
You'll know when the time is right. Thank you for letting me guide her. Just wish it didn't have to happen so soon.
Hey, sorry it took me so long to get over here. I had to make sure that everything would work. What's going on? I thought you had surgery today.
Surgeries don't matter right now.
Sorry. Talk to me. We grew up together. We've been through thick and thin.
Not like this. We haven't been through anything like this.
Okay. I hear you. Tell me when you're ready. I can't even say it. Breathe. Take your time. Nolan's dead. He died in a car accident this morning. Oh my God. Charlotte, I am so sorry. I don't even know what to say. That's probably because you know there's nothing you can say to make my heart stop hurting right now. At least he didn't die alone. I'm glad the paramedics were able to be with him. I was there too. Nolan was coherent for a few minutes when the paramedics were there. He wrote down our phone number and asked them to have the dispatcher call me. I got there as quickly as I could. I begged them to save him. I watched them try their hardest, and I watched the realization come over their faces when we lost too much blood. They flagged me over and told me to say my goodbyes, and then you held his hand while he died.
That's what he would have wanted. You were his person, and as much as he loved Evelyn and Ellie, I know he wouldn't have wanted them to see that.
You certainly have his number there.
I guess I should, seeing as the four of us grew up with one another. You two were true sweethearts.
How do I go on then? No, he was everything to me.
I know. I wish I could tell you that everything was going to be okay, but I won't lie to you. I don't know what I would do without Dylan right now.
How do I tell the girls their dad's gone?
As gently as you can, I guess. But one thing I can tell you is that you aren't going to do this alone. I will be right by your side. I've got you.
Oh, my sweet Cece.
Hey there.
Oh, yeah. Hi, whatever.
What's up?
Nothing.
I know you, Ellie. This is not nothing. Seriously. You're acting so...
Your parents didn't tell you that yet, did they?
Tell us what?
My dad died. He was in a car accident yesterday.
Holy crap. My parents said they had something to tell me at dinner, but I never
Are you
thought...
okay?
What do you think, Brainiac?
Ellie,
What?
what you're going through is hard, Ellie. I get that. I understand.
No! You don't! And you never could! You both have two parents who love you more than anything else. And I'm on my own feeling like my heart is shattered into pieces. And I don't know how to put them back together. I don't want a hug. I don't want anything to do with anyone right now.
Everyone needs people, Ellie, but we need to know what's going on. Like, can you tell us how you're feeling?
I've never been any good at doing that.
Believe me, I know.
Thanks.
You know, in a lot of ways, we know each other better than anybody else. I mean, I see you two more than I see my parents during the school year.
And?
I mean to say, we're like the Three Musketeers, all for one and one for all. So if anyone can help you through this, it'll probably be us.
I don't think anyone can help.
Try us. We're ready to listen whenever you're ready to share how you're feeling.
It feels like I'm on my own trying to swim up a raging river. And I'm about to drown.
Let us throw you a life vest then.
No thanks.
Ellie, for someone to help you, you can't always get angry and shut other people out. You have to let them in.
I know. Look, I'm sorry I snapped at you guys.
It's alright.
If I lost my dad right now, I'd probably be acting the same way.
I just feel so broken. I don't know what to do.
Let's figure it out together then.
And here's another thing to think about. Do you remember in social studies last year when we learned about what they do in Japan when something fragile breaks?
They melt the gold to seal the pieces back together.
That's right. Sometimes something that's broken becomes more beautiful after the pieces come back together again.
Thanks, guys. Maybe talking can help. At least a little.
Plus, if you come out of this more beautiful, maybe boys will start noticing you.
Grayson, boys!
You'll pay for that one later.
Let's scare you.
Oh, look! There's a jump rope over there.
Where?
Beat you that time!
because I let you in. Ow.
So much for being the man of my dreams.
Being a man is more than just being big and strong. Plus, I still have a little more growing to do before I'm a man.
A little?
Okay. Okay. This is nice.
Yeah.
Sitting here next to my favorite girl.
Okay. Where'd you learn that line? One of your mom's soap operas?
No, I came up with it myself. It sounds like one of the things they'd say on Little House on the Prairie.
You still watch that show?
I love that show.
You're as lame as your mom sometimes.
Really though, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
You have to promise to be honest.
Okay, great. What is it?
The past couple of days, you seemed like you don't like being around me as much. Is there something wrong?
You noticed, huh?
So there is something wrong.
Look. Right? I like you. I really like you, but I don't know if I love you. I don't know if I even know what love is yet.
We're not really good at this whole boyfriend-girlfriend stuff, are we?
I just think that we aren't ready yet. Us trying so hard to be a couple is just making things awkward.
I'm always awkward. So we're done, right? You want to go back to just being friends?
Yeah. Great, I'm sorry, but
It's okay. Honest. I mean, I was feeling the awkwardness too. And I don't want anything to hurt our connection.
for now I just think we're better as friends.
Agreed. But, fair warning, if you're as pretty when we're older as you are now, I'm asking you out again.
Should we go tell Ellie? I'm sure she'll want to know that things are going to go back to normal between us.
I'll let you do that. You girls have your sister bond or whatever. Plus, I've got to get home. Mom's making meatloaf.
Well, all right then. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, how was school? Fun?
Yeah. Fine.
Wow, a couple of chatterboxes. What'd you learn today?
Stuff.
What about you, Ellie? Did you learn anything interesting in school? Girls, please.
I learned that Annabelle Jablonski is nothing but a bully.
Ellie. Baby, what happened? Nothing. Forget I said it.
Oh, come on. You know Mom better than that. Now that it's out there, you can't take it back.
You can't do anything about it anyway, so please, just forget I said it.
Ellie, I'm just trying to understand.
She said something about Dad, didn't she?
No. Well, not exactly. She called me a half-orphan.
Oh my word, I'm going to call your principal first thing tomorrow.
Stop! I don't want you to do anything. Besides, she's right.
You are not an orphan in any way, shape, or form.
An orphan is a kid who has no parents. I only have one parent now, so what she said makes sense.
I'm so sorry you feel like that, baby. I had no idea.
Well, Elle and I haven't done a whole lot of sharing how we feel lately.
None of us have.
You know, if it makes you
feel any better, Al, you're not alone.
Huh?
I mean, sometimes I feel like I don't have Dad anymore either.
Really?
Siblings swear. You know, it's easy to feel like Dad isn't here anymore. I mean, just last week, a girl at school saw a picture I have of him in my locker, and she laughed, and she told me that he was dead and that I should just let him go.
Other kids are so mean. Adults are too. Our neighbor Gwen asked me yesterday when I thought I might be ready to date again. Apparently, she thinks 3 weeks is a long enough mourning period and she has the perfect man for me. Took everything in me not to sock her in the mouth.
If I'd heard her say that, I would have.
There's my little firecracker. Look, girls, I don't know how to solve the problems you're going through because I'm going through them with you. I wish I could make our hearts stop hurting, but I can't. Then what do we do? I think we're just going to have to figure this out as we go. The first thing that comes to my mind is that we just try our best to give ourselves love and share our hurt with people who care about us when we can. Sometimes that helps.
Yeah, I can at least try to do that.
Yeah, me too. Hey, Epi, you gave me an idea about keeping a picture of Dad and me in my locker at school.
I'll help you pick one out first thing when we get home.
Promise?
Siblings swear.
Would you like to take a walk around the park, ma'am?
Ma'am?
Well, that's normally what a gentleman calls a lady.
Maybe, but you only call me ma'am when I'm in trouble.
Come to think of it, you're right. I'm surprised you know that, though, seeing as you're hardly ever in trouble. Here, let me try again. I want to take a walk around the park, Angelica.
Nope, that's still not right.
Oh, hold on, what did I do wrong that time?
You and I both know what you call me when you're sweet to me.
Oh, I beg your pardon, you're right. Would you like to go on a walk around the park, Princess?
That's what it is.
You know, sometimes I wonder who's in charge here, me or you.
I don't.
Really?
Nope. The order of our family is simple. Mama's in charge, then me, then you.
Hold on, I would say Mama's in charge, then me, then you.
I can settle that argument really quickly. Which one of us has the other one wrapped around their finger? That's what I thought.
I'll admit I'm a sucker for my princess.
If you spoiled me any more than you already do, I'd go rotten.
Okay, I get it. Whoa! You okay, Ange?
Yeah, I just got dizzy, I guess.
Here, let's go sit for a minute. Have you had any of those dizzy spells before?
Yesterday, when I got dizzy and bumped into my desk at school, was the first time.
Oh, right. Show me that bruise on your arm again. Okay. It looks a little worse than yesterday. Luckily for you, I have just the thing to speed up the healing process.
What? I feel better already.
Works like a charm every time.
You're an amazing dad.
It's easy with a daughter like you.
So, you know how Grayson and I started dating a few weeks ago?
Of course. How can I forget? He's the first person to convince me that maybe there'll be a man in your life outside of me.
He was also the first boy that I kissed.
Don't need to go reminding me about that. Anyway, what's new with you and Grayson?
We decided to break up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Things were just awkward between us. I don't think that we understand that kind of love yet.
You are wise beyond your years, Princess. I could keep you my baby the rest of your life, you know I would.
I'm not even a baby anymore.
Maybe not, but like it or not, you'll always be my baby. Oh, before I forget, I actually have something for you. This bracelet belonged to my mom. And when I went to see her before she died a few years ago, she made me promise to give it to you one day.
And you think I'm ready now?
I was considering giving it to you today, and the maturity that you showed proved that you're ready.
Thank you. That's really special.
It is. Just like you.
If I ever do find a man to settle down and start a family with, can I please eventually pass it down to my daughter if I have one?
Now, hold on there. I think you're moving a little fast.
Come on, it's not like it's gonna happen tomorrow.
It better not happen tomorrow, but in all seriousness, nothing would make me prouder. But just remember, whenever you do meet this man of your dreams, you're gonna have to make it through me.
You and I both know that Mama is way scarier than you.
Very true. Ready to go home now?
As soon as you ask me the correct way. Come on, we just went through this 5 minutes ago. What word do you need to add to the end of that sentence?
So sorry. Are you ready to go home, Princess?
Why does it have to be now? Well, hello again. It's Angelica, right?
Yes, ma'am. Angelica Reynolds. How are you today?
Oh, I'm peachy keen, my dear. It means I'm doing just fine.
Oh, I am too. It's my favorite time of year right now. Just when the leaves are turning colors, it's so beautiful.
They are beautiful indeed, although I must say, as much as I do care for fall, I hate winter. Far too cold and dreary for me.
I love winter. You can build snowmen, have hot cocoa, make snow angels, catch snowflakes on your tongue, go see Christmas lights, and we don't have school so we can spend more time with our family and friends.
Oh my goodness, child, take a breath. Is there anything you don't love, young lady?
No, not really.
I figured. And how are your friends?
Actually, I was glad that I saw you across the park today because I wanted to tell you you were right. I did have to help my friend who's really sad right now.
I see.
Yeah, it's my friend Ellie. Her dad was killed in a car accident. She's really hurting.
Poor child. It's a good thing she has a dear friend like you to help her through it.
I hope I am.
From what I've seen, you help the people around you a lot. Like the time you stood up to the older girl from your school for bullying that young lady in your class named Bryn.
Yeah, Hadley was being so mean to her and... Wait, how do you know about that?
Oh. You know, we live in a small town, dear. People talk. I must have heard it from one of the parents.
Probably, yeah. I really like you, ma'am. You seem like a very sweet person. I'd love to actually learn more about you. Can I ask, do you have family here?
You're a curious girl, but that's just fine. Unfortunately, my husband, Jack, passed away years ago. My son, Troy, was a very good student and athlete, and after high school, he enlisted in the military. He never came home.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, dear. He died a hero, just the way he would have wanted. So the only family I have left is my daughter and her family who live in town.
What's your daughter's name? Maybe I've met her.
It's a funny story, actually. Jack wanted to name her after his mother. I honestly never cared for the name, but I love Jack enough to give him that. So I gave her a nickname. She's always been my Cece.
That's really sweet. Tell me more about her.
She's a cardiologist. She and her family lived in Seattle, but moved back home about 10 years ago when her youngest was still a toddler. She's a wonderful surgeon and an even better mother.
You must be so proud of her.
Oh, I certainly am. Now, you've asked me a lot of questions. Mind if I ask you a couple?
Sure.
I've been noticing you get tired a lot, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. My body's been having a really hard time lately. I get tired easier than I used to. I keep getting high fevers, and a couple days ago I started having dizzy spells and falling over. There are days that I'm in a lot of pain.
Oh, goodness. Have you told your parents how much you've been hurting?
Honestly, no. I don't like talking about when I'm hurt. I think it makes people think I'm weak.
From what I've seen, you are anything but weak.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Mind if I give you a couple pieces of advice?
Not at all.
Trust your body, young lady. Don't overdo it with all the running around, and remember that as much as you care about other people, you need to take care of yourself.
I'll definitely try and remember that. I should probably start heading home now. It was wonderful chatting with you. I hope our paths cross soon.
Safe travels home.
God, I just don't get this stuff.
No surprise there.
At least I didn't get a D on the last quiz.
Hey! All right, you two! All right, to your corners! Thank you! Now, what part is confusing to you, Gray?
The whole thing about the communism system.
Whoa, wait. Now I'm confused. We haven't learned about any countries that use communism in social studies.
Social studies? No, the communism system we're learning about in science. You know, the thing that protects us?
I think you mean the immune system?
Yeah, sure, that.
It's basically the idea that our bodies make certain blood cells that protect us from getting really sick sometimes. Think of it like an army.
Okay. Well, your body's army must not be too strong then with how sick you've been lately.
Grayson!
No, actually, you're exactly right. When Mr. Holland was explaining to all this stuff to us, it made total sense to me. The reason I've been getting all the fevers, dizzy spells, and bruising easier might be because my immune system isn't working the way it should be.
That's pretty smart thinking, Ange.
You should have seen the look on my parents' faces when I told them. They were dumbfounded that I picked up on it.
I can see your dad's face now. He's such a dweeb sometimes.
The problem is, they agreed and wanted to check on things. I had a doctor's appointment a couple days ago, and the doctors told my parents to schedule something called a biopsy.
Aren't those usually used to find...
Shut it, Grayson voice.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about that, Gray.
Sorry.
No biggie, I'm just trying not to worry about what I don't know. The thing that I'm worried about right now is that they have to put me to sleep with anesthesia for it. I've never had that before.
Well, if you need anybody to kiss you to wake you up, I know a guy. Oh, dang, that sounds close. We better get out of here before we get soaked.
What the hell just happened? I mean, really, Cal, what
Stop! Just stop! I can't even think right now.
You've got to figure this out, Callie. I mean, I never thought I'd see the day that my princess has...
She's not just your princess. For God's sake, Dylan. She is our daughter. I'm sorry. I snapped.
You're right. I was out of line. I'm just...
Broken, confused, numb, in shock. I know, Dylan. I am too.
I feel like I don't even know what way is up. You hear stories about this kind of thing?
You never think it could happen to you.
We've always been good at finishing each other's sentences.
And just gotten pretty good at it too.
I swear, some days I think she knows us better than we know ourselves.
She certainly knows which one of us to talk to about certain things.
She does seem to come to me more often if she ever wants a new dress or something.
And if she wants to do something like spend the night at a new friend's house, she'll ask me first so I can help settle your nerves before she talks to you.
If I remember right, she even did that with Ellie in kindergarten.
She did.
Should have followed my gun on that one and never let my angel be friends with that little spitfire. Angel. Should probably stop calling Angel. Get that? Huh?
Oh, we're not there.
We're on the same phone call I was, Callie. Our baby has...
I know. Believe me, I know. All I mean is that we can't just lie down and let the semi-truck that just hit us roll over us too.
You're right. Angelica's gonna fight this tooth and nail. We should too. So how do we do this?
Hell if I know.
You know, when Angie's pediatrician wanted the biopsy so soon, I think I knew what was going on. I just didn't want to believe it.
Join the club. No parent wants to believe that their child has cancer.
When people talk about hitting rock bottom, this is it. Angelica's gonna know something is up. I think we both need to be honest with her.
Not tonight. Please, can we just have one more normal night as a family? Or it all comes crashing down?
I love our family trips to the park. It's one of my favorite things that we do together.
I know, Princess.
Plus, I didn't even have to go to school today, and you said that we can get ice cream on the way to our next stop. What I thought was going to be a normal Wednesday turned out great. What's wrong, Mama? I thought everything was great. There's something you weren't telling me. Our next stop isn't going to be good, is it?
No. It's not.
What is it? What's going on?
The doctor called yesterday while you were at school.
You mean the one that did my blood draw and biopsy? Man, that was scary.
Angelica.
What? Oh, sorry. The doctor called. What did she say?
The mass that they found on several of your organs is cancerous.
I don't know what to say. Wait, I learned in science class that cancer can be treated with two main methods, chemotherapy and radiation. Which one do they think will work for me? Wait, I know that cancer comes in stages. What stage is mine? What stage is my cancer?
4. It's stage 4, princess.
But that's the last one. I don't understand. How did it get this far?
Your doctors think it's been developing for a while.
I'm so sorry.
What on earth do you have to apologize for?
I've been hurting for a lot longer than I've said, and there were days that I was in a lot of pain, but I just wanted to hide it because I didn't want to worry you, and maybe if I had just listened to my body, my cancer wouldn't be as bad.
Honey, this isn't your fault. Sometimes things like this just happen really fast. We don't know when it started.
The doctor also told us that if they caught it at stage 2 or 3, that your cancer is so aggressive that they may not have been able to slow it down.
They aren't even going to try and treat it, are they?
No. They talked with a team of other doctors, and they all came to the same conclusion.
There isn't anything they can do. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the hospital from here. We're gonna give you medication and keep you as comfortable as possible, and
then we just wait, right? Do Ellie and Grayson know?
their parents are telling them now.
Will I get to see them at the hospital?
No. You'll be on the cancer unit, and so that they don't spread too many germs, they only allow 2 visitors per patient. They'll be able to call every day, though.
How much longer do I have?
We aren't quite sure. It could be days. Could be weeks.
Not months?
Probably no. No.
That's probably Grayson or Ellie. Can you hand me the phone, please, Dad? Hello?
Hey there.
Hey, Gray. Thanks for calling.
You know I can't go more than a day without hearing that pretty voice of yours.
Grayson Boyce, if you're trying to ask me to date you again, you can give up the fight. It's a losing battle.
No, it's not that at all. I'm just calling it like it is. Your voice is pretty, and so are you. How are you feeling today?
My whole body hurts. What else is new?
Man, I wish there was something I could do to help you.
There is, actually.
Name it.
Okay. When I die,
Hold up. Don't talk like that.
we have to, Grayson. I'm not doing well.
Damn it.
Right.
Please, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to lose you.
I hear you.
It isn't right. And things like this shouldn't happen.
You're right. They freaking shouldn't. want you to stick tight with Ellie. She's already lost her dad. When she loses me, it may break her, and you can't let it. Be there to help her, Grayson, whatever she needs.
I'm not good at helping other people. I'm not like you. I need you. I'm sorry. I'm just so hurt right now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know you're hurting. And I don't want you to hurt anymore, but at least your pain is about to stop. Mine is only getting worse.
You don't think I know that? Knowing that I'm causing the people I love pain only makes me hurt more.
I'm sorry.
For what?
For only thinking about me. I don't want you to feel pain. And I don't want you to think that you're making my pain worse. All this, it isn't anyone's fault. But
what, Gray?
But at least there is some way I can help you.
So you'll be there for Ellie?
You have my word.
Thank you. But hey, I'm getting really sleepy, so I'm gonna take a nap. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay?
You know it.
Gotta be here somewhere, Mom. I mean, this is where she and Angelica used to play. Ellie! You know, come to think of it, Mom, maybe the park was too easy.
You're right, Abby. She wouldn't have come here because she would have known we'd look here first.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyway, this book bag filled with candy and bottles of soda is getting really heavy. I'm gonna lay it down on this picnic table and we can check the rest of the park.
Okay, you got me. I should have gone somewhere else, huh? Luckily for your sister and me, you were very predictable.
Even down to getting baited out by candy and soda.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do you really have candy bars and soda in there?
Sure do. How about it?
Probably in big trouble, huh?
I was thinking about that on the drive over. I wouldn't feel right punishing you.
It's just my birthday is in a week, and I was really hoping Angelica would be out of the hospital for it. She's really not coming home from the hospital, is she?
No, baby. I don't think so.
So I'm gonna lose her. Just like Dad.
It appears that way.
Only this time it's even worse. At least with Dad I didn't have to watch it happen. One day he was here and the next he wasn't. I call Angelica every day, and sometimes she sounds so weak. I don't know if I'm gonna get to hear her the next day. It isn't fair!
No, it's not.
Sometimes I just want to hit things and scream!
Yeah, I know. We've been there too. And you know, sometimes screaming is all you can do. I mean, nothing else makes any sense.
Elizabeth, anytime you feel like that, you can punch or scream into your pillow. You can get angry with us. You can tell us what's on your heart. Or you can go in your room and slam the door. I don't care what you do. Except, I can't have you put yourself in danger by hurting yourself or running away. I know those may seem like good options when you're not thinking straight, but you getting hurt would only make things worse. I'm sorry, Ariane. I just didn't know what to do. You don't always have to know what to do. We're going to get you some help in figuring all this out. We're going to get through this meeting.
Sometimes I don't see how.
At the end of the day, I think there's only one way we can get through things like this. Together. Do you have any shoes, Mom?
Good guess. I do.
Look, Dad, I'm winning.
Dylan.
Oh,
And was telling you to look at how bad she's beating me at Go Fish.
oh, great.
Come sit with us, Dad.
Maybe in a little bit.
Come. Will you tell me a story later? You know how I love your stories.
Maybe. Yeah, sure.
Dylan,
What?
our daughter is begging you to spend time with her, and
It's okay, Mama. Really, I'm getting really tired anyway. I'm gonna take a nap.
okay, baby girl.
You know I'm not a baby anymore. But will you hold my hand until I fall asleep?
Nothing would make me happier.
She fall asleep?
No thanks to you.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
But I've been doing the majority of the parenting the past couple days now.
What are you talking about?
You sit on the side of the room away from our daughter who is currently fighting for her life. You spend all day reading over that damn paperwork the hospital gave us to sign 3 days ago because you can't bring yourself to sign it.
Do not resuscitate order, Callie. What parent wants to sign one of those?
You think I want to? For God's sake, Dylan, I don't want to be in this situation any more than you do. But here we are.
You ready to sign this?
Yes. I don't want to be, but I am. We have to think about quality of life. I think you and I both know this isn't the type of life Ange would want to live.
You're right. Sorry, just struggling with
Losing our baby?
that. Not knowing what comes next. You know, we live in a small town with Christian values, and I'd like to think that the heaven is this place where peace and love abound, but
Not knowing hurts.
I just wish I could protect her. I'm her dad. I'm supposed to always keep her safe.
There are things we can't control, Dylan.
No parent should ever have to leave their child to rest. But that's where we're at, isn't it?
You're doing the right thing here.
Being at the hospital all the time is pretty crummy. The food isn't the best, and there's not a lot to do in my room, and I'm not allowed to leave it much. There's only a few channels on the TV, and the walls are all the same boring color. And there's that whole part about having cancer. I throw up so much that my throat pretty much always hurts from the acid. My body always aches, and I only get to see the hospital staff and my parents. Don't get me wrong here, I love my mom and dad. They're amazing. I want to be just like them when I grow up. Who am I kidding? I want to be just like them if I grow up. They're great. They've made me who I am. But it's not the same without my best friends. Each time over the summer when our parents would get the class assignments, it was always each other's names that we'd look for first. And no matter what life's thrown my way, I've always stayed positive. I've always been the one keeping myself together. I've always thought that it's bad to show pain, even worse to let other people know when you're scared. But I'll be honest, I'm terrified. It's getting harder to keep my thoughts together. I'm sleeping more. They're giving me more morphine each day to keep the pain at bay. I don't know what the next week holds. I don't know what the next day holds. I feel so helpless because I don't know what the next hour holds. And I try and stay strong, and I try and put a smile on my face to let everyone know that it's okay. To let myself know that it'll be okay. But let's get real. It's not going to be okay this time. None of this is okay.
Oh, you're okay. Take some deep breaths. There you go.
Come sit for a bit. You know how you always tell me that you'll get me anything I want, Dad?
You should know by now that your wish is my command.
Can we get a dog then?
Okay, there may be some limitations on the wish thing.
But you know I've always wanted a dog. It would make me really happy.
No, they won't let a dog in the hospital, honey.
I know. And I'd ask you to just get us one for when I get out of here, but
Honey, I know.
you guys know that I'm fighting as hard as I can, right?
Of course, we knew from the get-go, they would never go silently. I mean, in a perfect world, you wouldn't. Hell, in a perfect world, you wouldn't be in this fight. I wouldn't be sitting here next to my baby in a hospital bed, and we wouldn't be having this conversation. But we are. And as much as the people around you love you, we also know the pain that you're in. And we don't want you to feel that way anymore, Princess.
We give you permission to let go. Whenever your body tells you it has no more fight, just let go. We'll be alright. We'll never be the same once we lose you, honey, but I promise you that we will find a way to move forward in your memory.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
I'll tell you though, you aren't done with us quite yet. Neither of us are leaving this room until the fight is over.
You guys have to get some rest at some time.
Absolutely not. You're on the front lines of this fight, and we are not going to let you fight this alone.
We Reynolds stick together. Even when the storm comes.
And when the storm comes. Even when the storm comes. It's probably Ellie.
You think you can talk on the phone for a few minutes?
Hey, it's Ellie. You there?
Yeah, sorry. Just really tired and weak.
Yeah, I can tell. I won't talk long. I just want to say hi to my best friend.
Well, hello there, best friend. I'm glad you called. Talking to you brings a smile to my face.
I'm glad.
Ellen, I don't have a lot of fight left in me.
I know. I wish there was something I could do.
So do I.
Cancer freaking sucks.
You can say that again.
The Challenger.
What?
When the Challenger exploded last year, my mom didn't say a word when we got home from school. It was so weird. My dad told Evie and me what happened. And later, Mom told us that she had just lost the words to say. That's where I'm at with you and your cancer. I don't know what to say anymore.
I know. But I do know one thing to say.
What?
Happy birthday, best friend.
She's gone. What do you mean? Angelica.
I thought you were just on the phone.
I heard her last words. I heard her last breath. She wished me a happy birthday, and then the monitor started screeching.
best be described as the in-between.
The in-between? That doesn't make any sense. In between what?
Life and death, dear.
What do you know about life and death?
Friend Ellie is my granddaughter.
Hold on a minute. You're Ellie's grandmother and your daughter Cece is...
Charlotte, Ellie's mother.
But you're dead. You died before Ellie was even born. How am I seeing you?
I was sent to bring you to the ever after. You were a persistent fighter, though, young lady. I reached for your hand a couple of times before your body finally let me have you.
Wait, are you saying you're an angel? And now that my body let you take my hand, am I dead? But there was so much I still wanted to do, and I didn't get to tell my parents that I loved them one last time, and it's not fair.
You're right. None of this is. No child should ever have to fight for their life as long as you did, only to still die. No parent should have to bury their child. No child should know what it's like to lose a friend. It's not fair. But it happens every day.
Why do things like this happen?
It's one of life's mysteries. I don't think anyone will ever know the answer.
I'm gonna miss my family so much. And Bryson and Ellie, I mean, they were more like siblings to me than friends, and I loved them all so much.
And they loved you. I can tell you from watching from the ever after that my Ellie did. You helped her through a lot.
I know. She was sad a lot, and I always tried to cheer her up. I mean, I couldn't blame her for being sad. She just lost her dad.
And now you.
Yeah. And this time I won't be able to help her.
I wouldn't say that.
I'm dead, Miss Harper. How can I help her now?
Same way I do. You help them remember you.
How?
We can send our loved ones memories from here.
Whatever we want? I know exactly the memory I want to send to Mom and Dad. And one for Ellie, and one for Grayson.
You love the people in your life very well.
Not as well as they loved me. I was a lucky girl.
Indeed. Now, I was sent to wait for you here, but it's time for us to cross to the ever after now.
Can I ever come back here?
We can make requests to come to this in-between whenever we'd like. Our loved ones on Earth can sense us here. They can't hear us or see us, but they feel us.
Okay. I'm ready.
You're quieter than usual today.
It's been 1 year. This is my first birthday since I was 5 that she wasn't here to wish me a happy birthday. Thanks for coming to sit with me. I know it's not the normal way to celebrate a birthday, but it's what I needed. And it's nice to have someone with me.
I'll always stick by you.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Did Ange ask you to help me after she died?
You knew her well.
Well, you're doing a good job.
I can almost feel her here.
Knowing her, she's watching us from wherever she is. You want to go back to my place for cake?
I thought you'd never ask.
Hang on one second.